What's going on, today, YouTubers? Welcome to another edition of Walking Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at a new version of a production knife, and it is the ESEE Avispa, the new D2 carbon fiber laminate model. This model of knife has been around for a while. This is ESEE's version of the Rat, I guess you'd say. I mean, it's made by the same, that Randall Adventure Training was the same person that designed the Ontario Rat, the 1 and 2. So after his contract with Ontario was up, he went to ESEE and designed the Avispa and Zancudo, and this is the newest version of the Zancudo, which is the smaller of the two. So I'll go ahead and jump into the specs for you. We have a 2.94 inch blade, so basically 3-inch blade of D2 steel. Sorry for that shitty lighting. There we go. You can see it's been given a light stone wash. Very classic drop point shape, very similar to the blade shape you'd see on like a Swiss Army knife. Obviously full flat ground. It does have a very nice edge. There you can see the model, I guess. You can see it was made in Taiwan. The steel designation Zancudo, which is Spanish for mosquito, I believe. The locking side here of the handle is stainless steel. It is a frame lock, obviously. This is not carbon fiber, it's like a carbon fiber sticker over G10. And then obviously you can see it's a flow-through design with 3 standoffs. The handle length is 4 inches, so overall this knife is pretty much 7 inches long. The weight is 3 ounces, so very lightweight. Let's get into the good and the bad real quick. The good, very ergonomic design, simple but extremely comfortable to hold. They give you a little bit of jimping up here. It's not the greatest, but it works. Let's see what else. Sorry, I'm trying to fix this light here, but it's not a great time of day for this, I guess. Centering is good. Lockup is very solid. What else? It's a really nice, nice cutter, even though it's a smaller blade. The full flat grind makes it a fairly decent slicer. It's not like the thickest blade, but I guess it's very comparable to the Rat 2, which is pretty much the direct competition for this. So let's go ahead and address that. What does this have over the Rat 2? Well, it's thinner. It's got a much thinner profile in your pocket. I shouldn't say much. It's thinner. It's noticeably thinner in the pocket. It is a frame lock as opposed to a liner lock, if that matters to you. I think for the size knife it is. This is more of a light duty, everyday carry type thing. So I don't think a liner lock is a detriment in that situation. Ergonomically, I think they're both really comfortable, the Rat 2 and the Zancudo here. I guess I might give a slight edge to the Zancudo here for ergonomics. Some of the bad stuff about this, the lock bar tension was so strong when I got this thing. I almost couldn't open the knife. It was like, it's still incredibly difficult, even without my finger on the lock bar. It's still incredibly difficult to open this knife. There we go. I think that's the way they set up the detent or whatever. But if you've ever owned an Ontario Rat 1 or 2, you know those things flick open like lightning. That's one of the best parts about owning that knife, is how fun they are to flick open. This, you're not going to be flicking this open. This is, see if I can show you what it did to my thumb. There's like an indent in my thumb. Yeah, you can see it. from opening this knife. It is extremely, and that's after I bent out the lock bar a little bit. Sorry. That's after I bent out the lock bar a little bit, so this thing is very tough to open. Closing is not bad. You know, I can just push that over and flick it closed, but opening this knife is a bitch. I imagine it would be tough with gloves on as well, just because of how close that thumb stud is to flush. You kind of have to dig your thumb in there to open it. So don't plan on flicking this knife open and closed. This does ride on bronze phosphor washers. The Rat has bronze and nylon washers, so another slight difference. The pocket clip, I would give the edge and pocket clip to the Rat as well. This leaves a good bit sticking out of your pocket, and I'm not 100% sure. I guess aesthetics is why they went with that weird shape, but it cants the knife in your pocket so that it's not sitting flush down, it's kind of sitting sideways. I mean, I think it looks decent. I mean, you can kind of, if you've owned knives in carbon fiber before, you'll be able to tell straight off that it's not real carbon fiber. But yeah, I think it looks nice enough, you know. Yeah, that's about all of it. Very good utilitarian design. A shame I was kind of expecting to be able to flick this open and close like my Rat, but this is not, I guess it's not designed for that. So yeah, that's about it. So as far as which knife I would give the edge to, let's say for purely functional purposes, I guess I'd probably give a very slight edge to the Zancudo. But for the whole package deal, I'd say the Rat 2 is definitely my favorite out of the two of them. Which is a big deal. I mean, the price point of those two knives, the Zancudo, I think the basic version is like 25 bucks, and the same thing with the Rat 2, like 25 bucks. So anytime a non-collector asks me what's a good knife that I can just beat on, I immediately recommend Ontario Rat, just because of how overall good of a knife it is. The steel upgrade is nice, you know, D2 instead of Chinese, whatever, but really, for what you're using it for, light duty, I really don't think D2 is super necessary. Hopefully it won't get spotty and all that stuff. I guess you should oil it at some point if you plan on keeping it in a wet environment, but I don't. So yeah, that's about it. I will oh shoot, that's right, I forgot, I got to get the other giveaway video done. The weather's been really shitty here the past couple of days, that's why I haven't knocked it out yet, but hopefully you'll see that video before this one, so I'll try and get it done today and post it. Alright, take it easy guys, I'll catch you on the next one.